Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Mekan of the Anti-Xeno Initiative. Today we're going to talk about a very simple topic, which is also one of the most important and underrated topic in Anti-Xeno combat. And that is how to set up your mouse and keyboard controls properly for using Flight Assist off. It starts by looking at how you set up your mouse in your operating system, Windows presumably. You can set whatever mouse sensitivity you want there. Some commanders use a low setting of 500 or 700. Some commanders, like myself, use a very high setting. I personally use 3500. The general median of the commanders in the Anti-Xeno Initiative when we did a survey appeared to be somewhere in the 1000 to 2000 range. You can configure that in your control panel, or if you have like specialized mouse software, you can set it within the mouse software itself. The important thing outside of the game is that you make sure that there is no mouse acceleration configured, as that can get in the way of properly controlling your ship. With that being said, and with whatever favorite DPI setting of your choosing in your operating system, you can launch the game. And where you want to go is in the Ask menu. You go under Options, Controls, Ship Controls, and look at Mouse Controls specifically. The first thing you'll note is you can select either yaw or roll for a mouse axis, x-axis, and for reasons unbeknownst to me, the default is actually roll. Roll on mouse makes the ship incredibly difficult to control. So I personally highly recommend to switch to yaw on mouse if you haven't done so already, as that makes controlling a ship so much easier. It may take some adjustment, but trust me, it's worth it. The second thing you want to do is you want to turn the relative rate on both the X and Y axis to on. What this does, it simulates the pullback effect that analog joysticks have. It makes control in Flight Assist off incredibly easier. This setting does nothing in and of itself unless it's coupled with a relative rate down below here. And what you want to do is you want to crank the relative mouse rate all the way up to the right. Finally, you want to adjust the mouse sensitivity to your choosing. I have it roughly a third of the way. Some people like it higher over here. Some people like it even lower. It's something that just comes at a personal preference, and it's actually the last setting that you're going to tune after we fix the other things in this menu overall. For the sake of argument, let's turn the sensitivity up and the relative rate way down. Either way, make sure you leave the dead zone and the power curve all the way to the left. This turns them off. And whether you have a mouse widget shown or not is entirely up to you, personal preference. If you like it, if you think it's helpful, leave it on. If you don't like it, if you think it's distracting, feel free to turn it off. So with that done, let's now go into an actual tuning exercise. What you're going to do is, in any really parts of empty space, you're going to speed up, so you're going to get some speed with your ship. And then once you've accelerated to your desired speed, you're going to turn Flight Assist off. And then you're going to give a ship a hard spin in a direction of your choosing. After you give it a hard spin, you'll select a star in the background of your preference, and you're going to see how quickly and reliably and stably you can settle your aim onto that star. So let's try it out now. Here's a spin, and pick what star next to a planet. See how hard of a time I'm having right now. My aim is bouncing back and forth. This is what we call overcorrecting. This makes precise fine aim extremely difficult. In fact, I'm not able to settle my aim practically at all in the current settings. This is because my relative rate is too low. So let's go ahead and go back into our settings. Controls, ship controls, mouse controls, and crank that relative rate all the way up. We're going to leave sensitivity up for now. Apply the controls, and now try the same thing. So again, we are in Flight Assist off. We've given the ship a spin. Let's select that same star for the sake of argument because we liked it, and see how quickly you can settle. So still, I'm having a hard time settling. I do manage to settle eventually, but it takes me a very long time to do it. Now I pick this other star, and again, it's taking me a very long time to settle my aim. Try one more time. There you go. See, I eventually settle, but it's taking me a very long time to do that. Let's see if we can fix this by turning our sensitivity even lower. Go Controls, General Controls, actually Ships Controls, Mouse Controls, and set the sensitivity roughly to where I had it before. There we go. And let's aim at this star, and notice how precise my aim is now. I can It takes me a little longer to get on station, but once I am, I can settle my aim incredibly precisely, and that is what required to hit target hearts at 1500 meters with Guardian Gauss cannons. That's it. Try it out and let us know how it works in the comments below. Commander Meccan, over and out. Glory to mankind.